Today I'm going to show you how you can sell digital products, AI art, prompt packs, anything that is downloadable using Sellfy, which is an online platform that allows you to set up a store and upload digital products and sell them and auto deliver them to your customers. So after you've set it all up, all you need to do is promote and you can take home the money automatically. So I'm going to jump onto Sellfy and show you how you can get started and basically go from there. Now, Sellfy are sponsoring this video and they've offered a 50% discount on yearly plans to viewers of this channel. So all you need to do is hit the link in the description below, sign up for a 14-day free trial, enter your details, and you can get started. And when you first land, there are a few options here down the left that you can go through if you want to explore. But one of the really cool things when you start is you get this nice little welcome box here, and it'll sort of guide you through some of the process. So first of all, you need to verify your email address. So you simply go and it'll send you an email to verify, and then you want to add your first product, which you can do here, or you can simply go to products on the left here and add a new product there. But for now, I'm going to click add product here on the welcome box to get started. And we get a few different options. So before we get into this, just know you can set up things like subscriptions, so recurring payments, physical products, even give away freebies to kind of help grow your store a bit. You can also set up print on demand, which is really useful for AI art as well. But for now, we're going to go digital, so we can basically create a file that we're going to sell that'll auto deliver, so we can create some nice little passive income products. So now we have our product page. And all I need to do is upload a file. And I can upload up to 50 files with a combined size of 20 gig. So I can basically browse my computer to upload, or I can even drag and drop my zip file in. And this is a 400 meg zip file. So I'm just going to fast forward this upload process. So now our file is uploaded, and this is the file that people will receive once they make their purchase. And then we scroll down and we need to add in a product name and description. So I've given it a title of 3D textures, effects, and background packs, something that describes it pretty well, and a bit of an overview of what people will receive. You could probably even put in features such as how they could use this or benefit from this product. So in this case, it's a pack of 200 high resolution sort of textures, AI generated, and I've actually sold some of these on my online store that I have elsewhere. So it's just going to show you these things can sell. So you want to give it a good description so people know exactly what they're getting. And we scroll down, and we want to create a product category if we don't already. So I'm going to go add new, give it a title like AI generated assets, and then a slug, which is used for basically the address. I just got AI-assets. You want no spaces. I generally will keep that all lowercase. And of course, I want it visible on the store page. I click save. And now we have a category, and you can also select additional categories if you wanted to sort of further categorize if you plan on creating many more products and different types of products to sell within. I come down now and I have a product preview. So what I need is an image or a YouTube video I can pop in here. But for now, stick with a nice easy option, which is an image, so 1240 by 930 pixels. Now, if you don't have any professional design skills or software, just head to something like canva.com, which is free, and you're going to head up to create a design. Scroll down to custom size, add in the dimensions, which is 1240 by 930 pixels, and click create new design. And then you can use their basic design software to drag and drop elements on the page, create a design with a bit of text if you want to. And then when you're done, you're going to head up to share and then download and create a JPEG file to download. And then you can upload that file to your Sellfy store. So when I'm ready, I can just click on recommended image size. I grab the design I created, open, and I've uploaded that image design. So now we can move down to some other things like price settings. Now, I live in Australia, but I typically use USD. One, because my audience is USD, and secondarily, they're international. And a lot of people understand United States dollars more than Australian dollars. So I'll leave it at USD, and I'm going to make my pack $8. If I want to, I can set a pay what you want feature so people can put in the amount they want to pay. So I can turn that on, and they can choose to pay whatever they want to. I'll keep that turned off. And if you want to limit the stock, so the number of downloads, you can turn that off and say only 10 people can download this product. But I'm going to leave it as unlimited because I want it to be a passive income product. Now, if I want to, I can also add variations. So I go add variant, and I can go in and give it a variation name if I want to. Like I can add another size pack under the name here. I can add more files. So if I go back, upload a secondary file, I can add that file in to include as an extra or an option, something different, so you can create variations on your products. But for now, I'm going to leave it as it is because I've only got the one file. and custom fields we'll be touching on soon in the video. But right now we have our product set up. It didn't take very long. So now I'm going to click Save Product, and it's visible on my store page. And we can see here, I've created my first product. I can view it in store, or I can copy the link and share it if I want to get people to check it out. I'm going to go View in Store, and here is my pack. I have my image, information, and they can add that to cart and purchase. But there's still a few more steps we need to take. For one, we need to go back to our dashboard. I'm going to close this off. And if you ever want to add another product, again, come down to Products, Add New Product. And if you want to look at your products, just simply hit Digital Products, and it'll pop up here. And if you create any other products in these categories here, it'd be the same process to go in. And to edit, we simply click, and we can edit and save our product. And if you do want to hide it, you can just turn this off and then turn it back on when you're ready. I'm not going to worry about saving that, so that just shows you how to get back in. But if we go back up to home, we can continue to go down this list. And even if you didn't want to keep following this video, you could literally go through this list for the first part of what we're doing. The next one here is to customize your store. So now I click Customize Store, and I've got the basic layout of my store here. I've got store settings, so the store name is called AI Creationist. Maybe I want to put that capitals. The store URL at the moment is aicreationist.sellfy store. You can add a custom domain as well if you have one registered. And there's a few other settings here. You can actually put in maintenance mode if you're still working on the store. So I recommend while you're setting this up, probably having that turned on. But until you publicize it, no one's really going to know it's there because you do need to share it. So now I have my store here. I can view it, but I'm going to go to Customize Store. And there's a lot to cover here, so I'm going to try and give you as much as you need to get started without covering every tiny detail. But essentially, we can explore these areas on the left, and we get a preview on the right as to how we want to customize. So I'm going to go into General Settings first. You can see we have a store name and logo. So if I want to, I can create a new logo. So I click on that and basically upload an image. So a little image is 32 by 32 pixels that you can replace this text with. Once again, you can head into Canva, set something up like that if you want to. I can change that text color. Maybe I want to make it bright purple. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see more of the store, get a better idea of what we're looking at here. Back to our general settings. And there are certain features we can turn on or off, like a shopping cart, search. If I only have one product, I probably don't need search. But if you have a few, it's good to have that on there. There's a few other settings here, probably not too important. So if you want to add custom codes, if you know HTML, probably not necessary in this instance, but it gives you a bit of an idea of how you can make some basic customizations to the top area. I head back, I go Store Style, and we can actually browse themes here. So I've got basic, I can choose a different theme, something I think is more suitable. So maybe I think something like this. Click tick, apply, and I've got a whole new theme for my store. But I will quickly head back and just change that logo color back to the purple I originally chose. So just goes to show you do need to sort of pay attention to these settings as you change themes. We now got that in there. We've got our logo. We've changed our store style. So if you go back into store style, you will notice a few more options that you can go in and customize, like the page width, some rounded corners, bits and pieces. It's all pretty self-explanatory, and I recommend going in there, having an explore. It's all quite easy to change and update. But we go back, so we've set up our sort of logo and our theme, and then on the left here, we can add, remove, or edit any pages. Now go into my home page, and there's modules here that you can add and customize for your pages. So if I look at this header block here, I can see my background, and simply clicking on these blocks will also bring up the options. And again, we've got all these settings on the left we can play with. One thing I really want to change is the background. So I click on background here, change image, and it gives me the option to upload something that, once again, maybe I've sort of framed something up in Canva. I click open, and I've got this background image here that I can use. And I can change that position pretty easily here, so I can sort of like right align it, move it around. So I can change the position of the image in relation to the background. I think that the center works pretty well. And of course, we have some information here. I can scroll down to the title where it says welcome. I'm going to shut this, and I can change this information here. So instead of welcome, I can say, so I've added AI design assets, the perfect place to download royalty-free assets, and that has updated over here on the left. And this button links off to all my products. Now, there's more options down here. So with the button, I can change that link to go wherever I need it to with this panel here. And there's a few options on the left here that I can play with. Now the content size is 2/3, and it's sort of running into the image. So I can change that to half, or 1/3, so it's nicely tucked off to one side. I can also change it to the right align, left align, or I can move the container here around. If I wanted to, I can center it, make it center aligned. So if you have something that's a bit less harsh and clashing, you can do that as well. So it's that simple to customize your website and have it looking professional with just a few clicks. So if I move off to another page, you'll see the editor is pretty much the same from page to page. I can move some of these blocks around. I have products, I have in the spotlights if I want to add a product there. If I don't want this here, I can go to, this is a hero block, or I can click, drag it down to delete module, and then it's gone. I click delete. So having a newsletter opt-in is something I usually recommend, but in this case, for the sake of the video, we're actually going to just drag and delete, and that is also gone. And then we can add in a module, and we've got all these different modules here we can choose from. We've got spacing, code, contact form, product grid, another newsletter form, and sort of like a text panel, hero block. We can start to add in various elements onto our page. So if I add in a newsletter form again, I can pop it back in there, change the settings, get it the way I want to, and customize it so it suits the store. So that's how you can basically add and remove modules. I'm going to get rid of that one for now. And now if I head back, that same sort of process applies to all the other pages that we have in our store. We can go in, click the page, move the modules around, and edit the settings within those modules to sort of customize the look of our shop. For example, the About page, where you have a bit of information about your store. You can go in, you can add a module, and you can customize that as well. I highly recommend a solid About page which talks about you and your business and what you can do, but you can also add a bit more of a design flair to it by adding things in like sections to kind of decorate the site and give it a little bit more pizzazz. For example, I've used a hero block here where I have styled it and I've reduced the height, removed the button, moved it up at the top and turned it into something of a visual header, which really helps to sort of set off the look of the About page. When I go down to text here, I can click Edit Content, and this is where I can change the content on the page. So I can type in a message or type in a new title like we sell AI content, and I can add some about information in here pretty easily. Click Save. So now we have an About Us page with some dummy information. I then go through and continue that process from page to page to make them all unique. And once you've finished all your pages, they're all designed and done. And it's that easy to customize your website. All you need is a little time. So that is the store customizer. I'm going to hit Publish at the top right here. And now we've created a basic store. And I do recommend taking a bit of time, delving into each page and each area and setting this all up very thoroughly. I've just sort of shown you how you can do it here, and you can see we've very easily and quickly got a pretty good looking store. But let's exit this store customizer, and anytime we can come back into our store settings and basically go from there. I'm gonna go back to home, and this is super easy. We're going to connect a payment gateway. I click Connect Payments. So you've got Stripe or PayPal. So I can connect to an existing Stripe account. And if I have a Stripe account already, it's pretty easy. Just simply head to Stripe, log in, create an account, and then you want to come back and connect. And you can now process card payments using Stripe on your account. So once you've actually signed up for your Stripe account, it's literally 2 clicks to hook it up and start selling. And with PayPal, similar thing again. I hit connect with PayPal, enter in my information. I log in. Then you'll need to agree to let Sellfy connect to your PayPal account. You see I've been approved. I return to Sellfy and I close the window, and when I refresh this page, you can see I can now accept payments by Stripe and PayPal on my store. But now when I head back to home, for one, you can see that the dashboard is different, but I'm going to touch on custom fields, which is another step you can take to customize some of the fields of your products as well as your checkout. So I come down the left here under store settings, custom fields. You can see we have built-in fields for the checkout as well as some product fields, which is nothing there at the moment. I'm going to start with the checkout fields because what you can simply do is add in fields to your checkout. So if I go add new field, I can choose to have text so people can just give me some information or even a longer amount of information or a number. There's different options here. So for example, if I go drop down, I can give the field a label. So if we've got something like a physical product, hypothetically, I can go to option 1. You can see straight away, we've got a delivery date, say straight away or next week, or maybe you want to say something, so add that on there first of all, but maybe you want to have a different field. So maybe we go a checkbox. This item is a gift, so they can choose to tick that if the item is a gift. or even just simply have a text field, additional instructions, and we can even limit the amount of information in there. So you sort of get the idea. So I've added these here. I'm going to click Save Changes. Now if I go to my store, I've quickly added this to my shopping cart. I go to checkout. You can see here I've got delivery date straight away, next week. This item is a gift. Additional instructions. These are all optional, but I can change that. But you can see here how we can add in additional fields to our checkout. You may not have use for these particular fields, but whatever fields you choose to use, you can add in here pretty easily. But I'm going to head back. So back to our custom fields. And again, I can come to additional instructions, go to edit if I want to change any of this, and I can make it required if I don't want it to be optional, and hit cancel. And I'm going to remove these and move on. Save changes, go to product fields, and we're going to add in a new form. So you give the form a title, and again, customers do not see this title, so I can just say commercial use, and I can apply it to either all products or very particular products. I only have one product, so I'm going to click this one product for now. And you can see here we have our custom fields. I click add new field, and I have field type. And we have the same thing, text, number, drop down, checkbox. So I can add a checkbox, for example, and say, so I give them the option to sort of declare that it's going to be for commercial use if I want to. It's probably not the best way of doing that, but I can add that to my product. I hit save. So I can add in more fields if I want to. This time I might add in a text field. So there's a few different options you can choose. So what will this be used for? I can add that there, make it optional, save. Save again. The form is also enabled. I can disable it and just keep it off and turn it back on when I want to. But I'm going to click save. So I've got this commercial use form. I go to my products. And you can see here it says $8. I can choose to use this for commercial use. What will it be used for? I can add that information in there. So you can add in information for people to fill out when it comes to purchasing the product. So that's a pretty powerful thing for custom forms. So if you're selling basic digital products, you might not need this. However, it's very useful if you're selling something that's a little bit more complicated than just simple digital downloads. And some digital downloads do require a bit of information as well. So it's good to have that option there when you're setting up your store. But we're going to head back home. Another very powerful feature of Sellfy is also the fact that you can set up an affiliate program right in your dashboard here. So if I scroll down to affiliate program here, so if I want to enable my affiliate program, I click enable affiliate program, and it takes me into my settings page. Now you can set up the partner link tracking. So after an affiliate clicks a link, they receive commissions for any purchase made within 60 days. You can bump that up to 180 if you want to give them a bigger window. You can give them 7 days if you want to give them a week. I would say at least 30 days is pretty fair for affiliates, and a minimum payout amount. If you're selling a product that is, say, $25, setting up a minimum payment of, say, $50 or something like that, it kind of helps prevent people from using and abusing the system to get cheaper products. And commission rate, you can set up a commission rate for products. So at the moment, it's pretty low. I might make it 20%. But just remember, if you have a cost associated with your product, say you've got a $10 product and every product you sell has a $8 cost associated to it, that is your entire profit. So consider the fact that there is profit. This is on the total price. And you can also enable recurring commission for subscription products, which is pretty cool. But you can also enable rates for specific products. So if you have a bunch of different products, you can add a custom rate for that one product. So if you want to set different rates for different products, that's handy as well. And of course, you want to maybe consider not auto-approving applicants. You can do that if you just want anyone to sign up, but I would turn that off. Save settings, at least in most instances. And under affiliate program here, I can see how many partners I have and how many commissions I have to pay out. I go to partners here, and there are no partners. So anyone who signs up, they would appear here. Payouts, this will calculate the payouts you need to pay each affiliate at the end of the month. So you sort of get the idea. And if you want to start getting people to sign up, copy and paste this link here. So we hit copy. You can then send people that link or add it to your website so that people can go to a sign up page just like this one here and submit their email address to apply for your affiliate program. So let's head back to our home page to look at a few more things. Over here under home, you have analytics. We can go through and see how many people are visiting our store. We've just created it, so the only visitor is us. You can see which products are performing the best, where your traffic is coming from, and which countries are selling from. So that is a handy way to sort of see who's coming to your store, what's performing best, and how to sort of like take that information and you can use it to improve what you're doing and focus on what works. And also when you receive orders, there's a section here for orders, and unfulfilled will be if you have sort of like physical products. You can export these. There's a list of customers or subscribers you can go through. You can always come back to your store settings. So payment settings, if you want to go and disconnect or reconnect any other payment options. Shipping settings, if you have physical products, you can add in new shipping rates and things like that. So adding in a shipping rate, different profiles and shipping zones for different countries and things like that. So pretty basic, but very handy. And embed options. If you have an existing website, you can take this code, pop it on your site and embed it onto your website. You can even embed just a simple buy now button. So you've got a few options there to embed and sort of push out your products on your existing website if you don't want to create a whole new website. And of course, you can manage your product categories and just go through these settings, make sure you're happy with everything. Check out your emails to make sure what you're sending looks good. And again, you can create affiliates on your store and customize the emails that you send out. Things like invoice settings. And under marketing, you get a whole bunch of sections here like applying discounts and sending email marketing. You can send out new emails to your subscribers, which you can see Sellfy handles all of that. And then even under apps, you've got these little integrations which allow you to sort of automate and take a little bit more control over your store in general. And if at any point you want to check out your store, head up here to the little shop icon. And you see here, this is my store, this banner. It's kind of like when you're in WordPress. This disappears for the general public, so I can go to my dashboard to customize at any time. But otherwise, my store is good to go. I can go in, check out my product. I've got the information here. I can add to cart. This is my cart. Go to checkout, and people can purchase this product and will be able to download it from the website, and you simply receive the money into your Stripe or PayPal account automatically. So there's a really awesome way, easy way to set up a store to sell your products. Now, a few tips to actually successfully sell these products you create on your Sellfy website. One, you want to make sure it's a product people actually want. So if you have an existing audience, you can simply ask or respond to demand. Or find some forums or areas online you can ask the question to see if anyone would need it. The next tip is people need to actually know your website exists, so you do need to promote your website and your products. So I've got 3 tips for you here. One is actually an option, which is you can build an audience online through content marketing or a social media profile. So getting on Instagram or building a YouTube channel, which is how I sell my products via YouTube, is I really build up an audience of people and I respond to what they seem to like and I let them know about my product. But if you don't have the time or the means to build an audience, the next thing you can do is try paid ads. So paid ads is a way to get people onto your site and promote your product. However, whatever way you go, I highly recommend setting up an email newsletter, maybe attaching a free download. That way you have someone's email address. You can actually email a bunch of people anytime you have a new product, or you can simply send them some valuable information, and then once every now and then you just promote the same product or older products that you think will solve certain problems. And this is a great way to sell because you build a relationship based on value around that customer, and they're more likely to buy from you because they trust you, and they're more likely to buy because you're not just some random store. So promoting your business is a very important part of running it, and the ability to set up the store very quickly, very easily. This is awesome for content creators because we're always busy creating content, trying to build our following online. So you could basically spend less than an hour, get a store up and running and start selling products pretty easily. But if you want a nice chunky 50% discount off of Sellfy for one of their yearly plans, then check out the link in the description and head off to Sellfy to get started today. I want to thank them for sponsoring this video. Really is a super easy platform to learn and very quick and simple to get started. But that's the video for today, guys. Give it a like if you found it interesting. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.